guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Angela, and obviously today's video is not a vlog. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that on Sundays I post weekly vlogs, but I did not have the time to film last week, so unfortunately I don't have any footage for you. So it is currently midnight on Sunday and I am drinking some coffee, and I decided to sit down and film a fun little tag questionnaire type of video for you. So today's video is going to be really short and sweet and fun. But before we get into that, I did want to ask you guys if you could comment below some things you would like to see from me. I would like to start maybe like a weekly series on my channel, like fun themed type videos, or maybe do like more questionnaire type of videos. So if you guys have any ideas when it comes to like weekly series or like video ideas, or even any questions that you have for me, definitely post them in the comments below. And with that being said, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do post every single Sunday and Thursday, and I do a variety of videos. So if you like a little bit of everything, I don't want you to miss out. And let's go ahead and hop into this video. So the tag that I'm going to be doing today is called the YouTube show and tell tag. I believe Zoella is the one who originally started this tag. One of my YouTube friends actually tagged me in this when she recreated this tag like 2 months ago, so I know I'm super late to the game, but I really like these questions, so I decided to do it anyways. So shout out to Steph B. I love her channel. She is amazing, and I will also post her channel in my description below because I love her. You guys should go watch her. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the questions. So the first question is, why and when did you start your YouTube channel? So I actually started my YouTube channel in 2008. So literally 10 years ago, I was a senior in high school and I was a singer. I loved to sing, and I was in concert choir and madrigals choir. And when I was 18 years old, like, I just loved to sing all the time. And back in the day in 2008, that's when YouTube was just starting to get like really popular, and singing covers were really popular on YouTube. And I just really wanted to be on YouTube, and I wanted to have a reason to be able to sing all the time. That's just the God honest truth. So I just started recording covers and I started posting, and I was consistent for like a year and a half or so. And then I kind of just posted on and off for like maybe a couple of years after that. And then I was completely dropped off the face of the earth and didn't post anything for like 6 or 7 years. And I just got back into YouTube again in these past 5 months. The second question is, what was the reason you started your channel, and how does that compare to why you make videos today? So like I said, I initially started my channel because I love to sing, and I still do love to sing, but it's funny because I use the same channel that I had back in the day. So if you go back, you can still find my videos from 10 years ago, but my content is entirely different today. I have posted one singing cover since I have restarted my channel in the past 5 months, but my content is completely different because I feel like I've grown so much as a person, and as much as I love singing, I also have so many other loves and interests as well. So I do beauty, and I do weekly vlogs and lifestyle, and I also am very open about my mental health and my anxiety and depression and the life struggles that I go through, because I want to help people. So that is very different from the initial reason I started my channel. But I also feel like me starting YouTube 10 years ago kind of set the tone for me getting back into it now, because I don't feel like it's something I would have just started up out of the blue if I hadn't already had a channel and posted in the past, if that makes sense. So it kind of like was like the building, what is the word? I don't know. It was kind of like the building block of like what I was going to be doing in 10 years. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel. What was the first video you ever uploaded? So the first video I ever uploaded was actually me singing a cover of a song by Ashley Tisdale called Suddenly. And I remember how exciting that was, because back in the day, it went viral. So back in the day, that was considered to be viral. I posted it and I wasn't expecting to get any views or anything, and it literally got like 20,000 views in the first like couple of days. And I had never posted anything before. I just created the account, recorded myself singing, and put it online. It was really bad quality, so it was pretty exciting, and that's one of the reasons I kept going, because I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, like people actually like watching me sing. Number 4, who was the first person you subscribed to? So the first person that I remember subscribing to is Shane Dawson. So I have literally been watching him for 10 years. If you don't know who he is like OG. He calls himself like the grandpa of YouTube because he has been here literally since day one, and I have been watching him since day one. And he's actually a very big inspiration to why I started my channel, because I just grew up watching him, and it was like, I always just felt like I always felt like we were like kindred spirits or something. Like I genuinely still feel like if I knew him that we would be best friends because we are so much alike, and he just inspired me to go for it. Who is the most recent channel you have subscribed to? So the most recent channel that I've subscribed to that I can think of is probably Graveyard Girl. She's not somebody that I really watched in the past, but because I watched Shane Dawson, he just did a series with her, and it was very emotional, and I could relate so much to a lot of what she was going through. So I went and I subscribed, and now I watch her. So she's probably the most recent subscription that I have started watching. Number 6, what is your least favorite video you have ever uploaded? That's a tough one. I don't really have like a least favorite video. I mean, I definitely have covers that I like more, you know, back in the day when I sang, I definitely have covers that I liked more, better than others, but I don't like regret posting any of my videos. I'm not, you know, embarrassed by any of my older videos. I would say that I used to be, because I used to be a lot bigger, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I used to be 220 pounds, and then after I lost all my weight, I did kind of go through this phase where I didn't want people seeing those old videos because I didn't look like that anymore, which is just like super silly. But that I really, right now, currently, I don't have any videos that I regret posting or that I don't like, if that makes sense. The next question is, what is your most popular video and why do you think that is? So I would say currently, I think that my most popular video or my most popular videos are probably the ones where I'm crying, which sounds really bad. But I don't want to say it because it's like, you know, me trying to get attention on camera, because that's not it at all. But I think that the reason they're the most popular, the reason they get the most views, is because I'm being real. You know, I'm being very open and very raw. It's very unscripted. It's just how I'm feeling in that moment. And that's one of the reasons I got back into YouTube, because, you know, I've been watching YouTubers for like 10 years, and it really was a saving grace for me because I have struggled with anxiety and depression my, you know, entire like young adult life, and watching people's like daily lives and having them open up and share their stories was very helpful to me because I could relate. So I really love relatability, and that's why I'm so open, and that's why I think that those videos of mine are the most popular out of all my videos, because people love to be reminded that they're not alone, right? Because it's so easy to go on social media and see someone's highlight reel and think, oh my God, I wish I had their life, or, you know, they're further along in life than I am. I wish I was, you know, farther along at this point in my life. But the real truth is that, you know, most people on social media a lot of the time are only posting the good parts, and we're not seeing behind the scenes. And I think that when people are willing to post their behind the scenes, it's a hard thing to do, but it's also a brave thing to do, in my opinion. And that's why I do it, because watching other YouTubers and other people in the spotlight, I guess, on social media be very real and open and willing to be vulnerable helped me so much on my journey. So that's why I think that those videos are popular. Am I making any sense? I don't know. Let's go to the next question. How many videos do you have private or unlisted? I don't think I have anything listed as private right now. I would have to double check. I did for a while because, like I said, after I had lost all my weight, I had this like weird thing about not wanting people to see me when I was bigger. So I set all my old videos to private for a couple of years, which is, I don't know why I did that, but I've completely taken them all off and put them back to public. So I don't have anything listed as private now because I don't care anymore. I was young. I don't know why I care. It's a part of my journey, and there is nothing wrong with the way I looked before. I was beautiful then and I'm beautiful now, and it just shouldn't matter. Which YouTuber would you choose above the rest to appear in your subscription box? So I'm not sure if it's asking like which YouTuber would I want to subscribe to me, but definitely hands down Shane Dawson. Who would be your dream collaboration? Shane Dawson. And I know that I've said his name every single time, but you guys have literally been watching him since day one, and I absolutely love him. And it would be a dream come true to be able to collaborate with him someday. What was the hardest video for you to film? I would say the hardest video for me to film was one of my vlogs about 3 months ago when I first found out I had a digestive disorder called SIBO. And I was just when I found out, I was devastated. And that was the first time I cried on camera. I was very scared to post it. So I would say it was probably the hardest video for me to film because I was crying so much My emotions were all over the place, and I just didn't really know if what I had to say was relevant, or if it would help anybody, or how people were gonna react. So I would say that was probably the hardest video for me to film. If all of your videos were deleted but one, which one would you keep? I would probably choose to keep the video that I have titled that says I've been depressed, because it's talking about my anxiety and my depression and something that I was going through a couple months ago, and something that I'm still going through, if we're being completely honest. And the reason I would keep that one, again, is because it's relatable. I feel like I want to help people, and as much as I love beauty videos and fun question tag videos like this, I want to help people in a much bigger way. And I know that when I am going through something hard and I'm able to hear someone else's story and someone else's journey, it gives me so much comfort knowing that I'm not alone. And if I can provide that same type of comfort to somebody else when they're going through a really hard time in their life, then that means the world to me. And then that means that I'm doing what I want to be doing. What is the best thing to come out of creating a YouTube channel? I would say the best thing that's come out of me creating a YouTube channel would be two things. So I would say, one, I've definitely become a much more confident person, because talking in front of the camera has pushed me to be more open and more comfortable with myself and being alone with my thoughts and really becoming more creative. And it's just showed me how much more capable I am and how creative I am and how successful I can actually be. And number two would be the community, hands down. I love the YouTube community because, like I said, this is so repetitive, but it's all about relatability to me. This is, YouTube is my saving grace. My social media is my saving grace. I love that I can be so open and film something, because it's almost therapeutic to me to be able to sit down and talk to you guys and talk about how I'm feeling. And then when I get all these comments from you guys telling me that you're going through something similar or something, worse even, it doesn't, I don't want to say it comforts me. I don't want anybody to go through anything bad, but it is comforting to know that you're not alone. So it's just nice to have that reminder and have a community of people who support you and lift you up when you need it. So I would say that's probably the most beneficial thing that I've taken away from starting my YouTube channel, is the awesome community. The last question is, what is one piece of advice you would give to new YouTubers? So it's hard to just give one piece of advice, but I guess the one piece of advice that I would give would be not to overthink things, like what should I film, or, I need all the best equipment to start my channel, because like I said, I've only been back into YouTube for the past 5 months, but I really, really wanted to get back into YouTube like 3 or 4 years ago, and I didn't. I kept putting it off because I was like, I don't have the right filming equipment. I don't have a ring light. I don't know what I would say or do. What if people don't want to watch me? What if people don't subscribe to me? And I was just in my head too much. And I have a very perfectionist type of mentality where it's like, I'm either going to do it all or I'm not going to do anything. And a lot of times when you have that type of mentality, it keeps you from doing it at all. So I would say that if you are someone who wants to start a YouTube channel and you're worried about not having the best lighting or the best camera, or you're afraid people aren't going to want to watch you, or you don't know what type of content to make, I would say just sit down and film your first video and put it up and see what happens. And then just keep going from there, because that's exactly what I did. I finally did that 5 months ago. I just told myself, if I sit around waiting until I have all the right equipment and I know exactly what I want to do, it's just never going to happen. You can't wait for the right time. You have to make it the right time. And it really doesn't matter if you have, a Nikon camera or you're filming on an iPad or an iPhone. Guys, I'm filming on my iPad and I just got a ring light 2 weeks ago, and I could only film certain times of the day because I needed natural daylight. There are ways to have a great channel without having a bunch of fancy, expensive equipment. Just start and build everything else along the way. Now I have my ring light, so now my next goal is to get a really good camera, and that might be in the next couple of months, it might be a year from now, it doesn't really matter. Just start and keep going. And I would say that with anything in life, there's always going to be a reason or an excuse you can make to not do something, and that's usually just fear, that fear mentality mindset that is holding you back. So just go for it, because You guys, life is too short. You got to do what you love. All right, guys, those are all the questions. I really hope that you enjoyed listening to me ramble. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know, because I've never done one like this before. So if you did, I would definitely like to do more like this in the future. And I am tagging anybody who is watching this. So if you are watching this and you are a YouTuber or you want to start a YouTube channel, then I am tagging you to do this. And if you do, tag me in it so I can go watch it and comment and learn a little bit more about you. And with that being said, as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!